Comey's actions extraordinary and insubordinate. The Justice Department's internal watchdog found that former FBI Director James Comey's actions in the Hillary Clinton email investigation were extraordinary and insubordinate, and flouted the department's norms, but that Comey was not motivated by political bias. The Inspector General released a sweeping report Thursday detailing a series of failures by the top federal officials in charge of the investigation ahead of the election, concluding that the FBI's actions ultimately cast a cloud over the Bureau and senior leaders did lasting damage to the FBI's reputation. The damage caused by these employees' actions extends far beyond the scope of the mid-year Clinton investigation and goes to the heart of the FBI's reputation for neutral fact-finding and political independence, the report by Inspector General Michael Horowitz states. A key finding: Comey erred in his decision not to coordinate with his superiors at the Justice Department. At critical moments, Horowitz said that Comey was extraordinary and insubordinate, and did not agree with any of his reasons for deviating from well-established department policies, but Horowitz concluded that the prosecutorial decisions in the Clinton case were consistent with precedent and not affected by bias or other improper actions. The report is likely to reopen wounds left festering since the 2016 election and breathe new life into the debate over the extent to which Comey's actions secured Trump's victory. The president's continuing confrontation with the former FBI director remains front and center as he defends against a narrative, much of his own making, that he fired Comey not because of missteps on the Clinton email probe, but rather to THT the FBI's Russia investigation. When will people start saying, "Thank you, Mr. President, for firing James Comey?" Trump tweeted last week. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said that the report reaffirmed President Donald Trump's suspicions about Comey's conduct and what Sanders described as political bias among some FBI members. The president was briefed on the Inspector General's report earlier today, and it reaffirmed the president's suspicions about Comey's conduct and the political bias among some of the members of the FBI, Sanders said during Thursday's press briefing. FBI Director Christopher Wray said that the FBI will hold employees accountable for any potential misconduct. In response to the report, "I take this report very seriously and we accept its findings and recommendations," Wray said. The report does identify errors of judgment, violations of or even disregard for policy and decisions that at the very least with the benefit of hindsight were not the best choices. Clinton herself responded to the story in a cheeky response, evoking a 2016 election meme. "But my emails," she tweeted in a response to a reporter's description of the IG report. Anti-Trump messages. The report was also harshly critical of FBI agent Peter Strzok, who exchanged anti-Trump text messages with former FBI lawyer Lisa Page. The report found that the Strzok and Page texts cast a cloud over the credibility of the investigation, although they found no evidence that these political views directly affected the specific investigative decisions that we reviewed. But the Inspector General zeroed in on the FBI's slow reaction time to the new emails discovered on the laptop of former Rep. Anthony Weiner, husband of Clinton aide Huma Abedin. "We searched for evidence that the Weiner laptop was deliberately placed on the back burner by others in the FBI to protect Clinton, but found no evidence in emails, text messages, instant messages, or documents that suggested an improper purpose," the report said. However, Horowitz did not have confidence that Strzok was free from bias when he decided to prioritize the Russia investigation over following up on the emails found on the Weiner laptop. The report also included newly found text messages between Strzok and Page. In a message on August 8, 2016, Page says, "Trump's not ever going to become president, right? Right." Strzok replies, No, he's not. We'll stop it." In a statement, Strzok attorney Eitan Goldman said there was no evidence Strzok's political views impacted the handling of the Clinton email investigation. Strzok himself told investigators that he didn't want to prevent a potential Trump victory, arguing that the proof of this rested in the fact that the investigation into potential Russian collusion remained confidential. In addition to Strzok and Page, the report found text and instant messages from 3 other FBI employees, included statements of hostility toward then-candidate Trump and statements of support for candidate Clinton. The Inspector General criticized the agent's decisions to discuss their personal opinions on work devices, and interspersed with work conversations as examples of extremely poor judgment and a gross lack of professionalism. One of the FBI employees cited, who is not named, is an FBI attorney who later served on Mueller investigation. The Inspector General said the attorney wrote messages that discussed political issues, and that most of these exchanges appeared to be jokes or attempts at humor, often involving Trump. The attorney left Mueller investigation and returned to the FBI in late February 2018, shortly after the Inspector General provided Mueller with some of the messages that were found, the report says.